not like a tournament platform is doing any rules enforcement. It's not like it'll break when you don't have a deck to play.
Any last words?
Okay, so here we are in the Raucous mirror match. J Kleptotron against Lekro. Are they both playing? No. So Lekro has Yrden, while Kleptotron does not. Gotta imagine that's a bit of a mirror breaker. The other removable cards like Heatwave, not super relevant. What is he playing instead? Zoltan? Just Zoltan over Yrden? Well, we will see. I do stream every day. Lekro establishing some drones. Kleptotron getting his Crimson Curse down, trying to kill some. Just parasited drone? He doesn't have any spots for the Raucous Behemoth. Doesn't really want to play a Bone Talisman. He doesn't need the Parasite for anything, right? He can just play it for boost. Doesn't quite have the adrenaline to play Chimera yet. Goes for the Parasite on the non-bleeding drone. Opting to try to save the point on the bleeding rather than keep a drone alive. Natural selection there, filling up the row a bit more. Lekro is much better positioned to make use of his Chimera than Kleptotron is. Kleptotron with 2 Ekimaras and some Riders in the melee row, while Lekro currently has nothing clogging any of his rows. Gotta imagine Kleptotron has to win round 1. Like, I don't think you can win against Yrden without breaking the rounds up in the mirror. Another drone bleeds. And then spores for 6. Gets another drone. Melee row now full. He does have the ability to play a Raucous Behemoth if he wants. Looks like he is just gonna go for the Organic Tutor. Gets his Crimson Curse of his own out. Kleptotron deciding to parasite his bleeding drone, prioritizing keeping the drone alive as opposed to just trying to save the point. Lekro using some charges to get the Chimera onto the back row. 46 to 30. More turns remaining on the Crimson Curse though. Well, as well, I guess. Bone Talisman's not great for Kleptotron yet. Chimera's not that great, though he does get to remove some of the bleeds. Chimera coming down for a solid 9 points. 10 points if you want to count the bleed that gets removed. Not as exciting as these back row Chimeras for Lekro. It is still 38 to 45. Another leader charge getting used. Is he gonna Nero for another... Ooh, for Dull Block maybe? For Dull Block. Gets the Chimera. Boosts up the back row once again. Now with a 20-point lead. And some more Crimson Curse ticks going. Round's looking pretty good for Lekro. More swarmed, more points. More curse turns remaining. I'll be monitoring the Payable tournaments. What Payable tournament? Perfect. Clicks the Doldalock for Bone Talisman. Micro getting much better Bone Talismans than his opponent here. Is the tournament going on live right now? The one we're watching? Yes.
How can I help?
So Triss Talisman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this requires 2 leader charges, I think, because of the Crimson Curse. Makro does decide to take the pass. So right now Talisman's 14. Every leader charge is worth 2. He's bleeding for... Oh, there's no more curses after this. So he's just bleeding for 3. So yeah, 2 charges. That's big. Everyone is payable playing. What tournament are you talking about? Did I math wrong? I don't think I mathed wrong. Each Raucous is worth 2, right? Do you think there's another Crimson Curse turn? I also made that same mistake. Didn't trust the math, maybe. I've certainly done that before. I try not to, but I'm usually willing to just accept that I lose if I make a math error. But the way he waited seemed a little bit like he doubted himself, or he did the math twice and got different results both times. Will he be? Did he not qualify already? I thought Payable... Hold up. I might be wrong. Cam's Forever YOLO. Tailbot Bart. I guess he didn't. No, yeah, he qualified last week. It was just the last one I checked. Okay, so now we got Raucous Behemoth in the push. Because Kleptotron managed to win round 1, he might be able to make this Yrden bad enough. Though the Yen is... the Yen is strong. Cleaning all that up. What is it in 6 hours? In 6 hours is the qualifiers for the Open, which is the tournament next month. There's 2 qualifiers every month. Fireball won his qualifier last week for top 16. Later on is the top 64 version, which is going to fill out the rest of the tournament. I don't know what the exact date is for the Open, but it's sometime next month. Correct. Christ. Yeah, it's a bug. Just play best of 3. And then whoever wins the best of 3, just have the opponent concede game 4. I think they posted a list. Give me 1 second. There's a list somewhere. Esports section, maybe? Yeah, here. The 64 people here, minus Payaball and Red Ray. Yeah, you're basically just playing a best of 3, but you're gonna get a game invite for game 4, and just... It's the same as usual, just with a little extra step at the end of the match. That's my mistake.
has the life force of a cockroach.
Can we not call it the Fireball tournament? Just feels kind of rude. I hate Twix. You just yen now? Because you want to dull the lock with the Draga Warrior. Just kind of need points. This is gonna be the greatest Yrden that anyone's ever played.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
I don't know how to explain it more clearly. Pieball won the top 16 qualifier last week alongside Red Dream, so him and Red Dream will not be playing in the qualifier tomorrow. Because they are already qualified. Oh. He held the Yrden. Wait. Wait. No. No! Oh, it works! Because it gets boosted.
And the last words.
4-point Yrden takes it. What a great card. Sticks and stones fight. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but Yrden's will never hurt me. Just waiting for the game invite for game 2. Here we go. Won the Pieball tournament. It is now qualified for the Red Dream tournament. Wait, I thought it was the Tailbot tournament. Every time I enter or exit from spectating a game, you get a notification that I entered the game. Oh, unlike GOG. Yeah, I don't know. I disabled all those notifications. Now we got Line Pockets versus Double Cross. It's the deck colloquially known as the Chinese Meta Breaker. Oh boy. I like how we've gotten tired of just like calling decks ball, so we've got to be more creative. Why does it only break the Chinese meta? Because Chinese players only play against other Chinese players, unless they have like some thing set up that allows them to play globally. Should probably shoot decks. The Chinese meta breaker. This one has locks. Oh, is that the difference? Okay, he's also not playing double bronze thinning. That's the other significance. Is there a real answer to that? I don't think that's like actually the real answer, but that could be an answer. That is accurate. I don't think that's the intention behind the name. Lock the Cracker. I guess that's a 5 provision engine that Alba Armored Cavalry does not trade very well with.
The shame I have.
I can't have you confusing people like this. I can't. I can't. Anyway. Just a quick message delete. Quick message delete. Anyway, Jay Kleptotron pulling his boat. Apparently, was it slandering a Nausicaa sergeant? I don't think that slander is getting resolved this round. Clemon plays Runeterra now? He was 13 on Pro Ladder last season. He might just play multiple games. Ow. Okay.
I shall flog them into submission.
38 to 40. Nilfgaard trying to hang in there, trying to push to get that win on even. I don't think he's gonna get it. This Ursine is going to take out this Nausicaa Sergeant, cashing out that bounty finally. And then spending the remaining coins to likely end the round. It's not Tunnel Drill. Yeah, saving the Tunnel Drill for later. It is one of the weaknesses of the Line Pockets deck, is it only has a couple of interactive pieces. It has the Tunnel Drill, it has the Philippa. Sometimes it has a Heat Wave. So like once you commit your Tunnel Drill, your opponent knows that you have limited resources to interact with whatever you're trying to do. By playing a Freak Show, you do get around that a bit. Being able to play Freak Show in one round and Tunnel Drill in the other. Kleptotron giving Lekro the round. No more spenders. Forced to take with Brothans. Pretty expensive.
Your name, young man, demands to be cursed into an urge.
Just a peek. That is all I need.
Getting some carryover coins. Maybe it'll matter. Probably not, but maybe. Pay people channel points? I don't think you can. Lekro passing into round 3, wasting his carryover coin. I got high hopes for that coin. I wonder if I have it set to start rounds manually. Then I'll be able to change the bracket format after this round ends. Probably not, but that'd be nice. Anyway, back to the game. We see a cheeky Furco. No, just Furco into Eavesdrop. Furco does let you Furco into Bloody Good Fun on an empty board to get the coins. Bloody Good Fun with no target will not spend. But instead getting the slightly better carryover option, just playing an Eavesdrop to thin. Oh, hey old busters. Good to have you here.
Who do you calling a runt?
Mulla's Gourd. I don't know. One of the crimes. Yeah, weird. It's not like he's just at a lack of things to an hero for. maybe wanted to play a Neuromancy early so his opponent couldn't double cross it. And if there's a Nero... No, that doesn't make any sense. That'd be the opposite, right? You'd want the Gord in your hand? Yeah, I don't know. We got some connection issues. They seem to be resolved. Okay, can we not bully the Payable fan? Tailbot fans? Isn't everyone a Tailbot fan?
Looky here, if it ain't simply and widely. Oh, you've done it now. Next time it'll be personal.
He's just gonna invo the Cleaver.
Out of the way, babble!
He's going to invo the Cleaver. So Gorther puts the Joachim on top, which will then let him play the Cleaver. Unfortunately, with no carryover coin, he will not be able to spend with the Cleaver.
Never slip from the master's
Opponent
table.
isn't
Never.
conceding third game. God. I'll fix it. Give me 1 second. Okay. You should be good, just concede.
You will not regret this, good sir.
Feeling a bit beckish.
Hey, Peepo Netflix gifting a tier 1 sub to Blaine. Thanks, Peepo Netflix. Keep chat wholesome. Drill goes burr. Now, does double Joachim produce enough points here? You can go Payday onto the 1. 6 damage doesn't kill anything. This will give you an extra. This puts you to 1 coin, right? Yeah. Then Nilfgaard takes it. Are you sure that it's not your new invite? You should be getting a new invite for this match soon. You are late for the tournament. Yep, you'll get your game invite when the opponent bans the deck. When both players have banned the decks. So if you've already got your bans, you'll get them shortly after your opponent bans.
Yes, the human! Aye, what's that up your sleeve?
9-point Riot Vanguard for Broglass. Mad Cow playing his thinning, choosing to not spend a coin on the casino bouncers, instead just playing them for 7 rather than 8. Broglass getting down a second Riot Vanguard. Always nice to have both of those in your hand round 1. Not a card that's often very good later on. You've got golds like Feign Death and Great Oak to clog your hand later, and in general, just hand sizes tend to be a little smaller as the game goes on.
We
Await the signal.
Passive Flora Peaches establishing a point return for Mad Cow. Broglass matches with a point return of his own with the
How many sweet
Renacials Commando. Up to 6 coins, so 1 away from the boat. Can finish off that profit with the Tide Cloak Ransackers next turn. Broglass just opting for the pass. Choosing to not pull his Aileron, not click on his TA in round 1. Hope comes out and easily gets ahead for Mad Cow. Now Passiflora with round control against Elves. Bit of a weird line, but here we are. Is it atrocious pass? I don't know. Raucous plays this elf deck a lot. Wouldn't be surprised if he just knows what his roles are. Why does he not use TA? He doesn't want to pull the Aileron from his deck. Also, he'd have to play another card. Wanted to force Mad Cow to make up the 7 points. Not that it was very hard, but...
With an overground lance.
Anyway, here's the Passiflora for Mad Cow. The push begins. Nope, no Tortoise.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh.
Sort of a clunky hand here. Yeah, no scenario to match Passiflora. Does look like this Passiflora just kind of runs away with things, but I don't know. There have been some pretty surprising games that I've seen. Maybe this will be one of them. Going for leader charges. Yay than that. So trying to not let him have double Sly Seductresses.
Nothing tickles my tits quite like a good secret.
And you can use Oak to take out another one. Yeah, Mad Cow probably just never passes. The push continues.
They belong to me, and me alone.
This is Saul. 29 to 18. It's not. I don't think it's getting any closer. Ranged Verno. There's just no elf scaling in handy there.
We will take back what was stolen.
Gets ahead for a turn, but I don't know if that matters. Dragoons can answer the Imke, which will at least turn off the Imke plus Jackal. He still have his leader available.
I'll never be imprisoned again.
It's not grayed out. There isn't the number. Yeah, he does. He does. So stays on 4 coins for the Saw. Ash got power crept by line pockets? That's not the right word to use. They're completely different decks. Power creep would imply that like the line pockets deck does what the cash deck does, but better. They're just completely different archetypes. Like, what's the overlap between them even?
Careful. I heard the ethereal runes. You're there!
Whoa! Okay, Mad Cow passes. With the 4 passive points, To reveal is a lot. To reveal into leader charge.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Okay. If we can find Feign Death Isengrim. They both took bad passes. I mean, it's sort of understandable to not want to play into a gigantic Isengrim when the board is that full, right? You don't know that his hand is 3 bronzes and a to reveal. Okay, well, I don't know that it matters.
Easy to forget about the isles in my arms.
Your victim will guide us.
Lock onto the MK. Sewer Raiders get pulled. And now we just play on the melee row to deny value from the bowman.
I never miss.
With to reveal gone, there's nothing else that's gonna punish the row stack. Why shield it? Because it's bowman. It's not for the sake of killing it. I guess he just doesn't want to like damaged or killed over 2 cards. Would be my guess. Also, apparently the way the profit works.
Yes, Dwan.
Racists. Can use this. Not sure for what just yet, but
Yep. I'll put that in Google Translate. The second parameter is the language. Opponent does not answer on the site. Banned each other's decks. Do you not get game invites? Oh no. There was an error. Create on Dreadnought versus Sound of Snow. Oh, but it worked. Okay. Electro versus Mason. Invites created. You should have gotten game invites. Did you not? It would be translate EN. So if you were to do this, that would work, I think. Okay. But yeah, if your opponent no-shows, you'll have the win. And since he's not seeing anything in chat, he's probably no-showing. Man, that's so weird. Why would he ban him in no-show? Yeah, sorry guys, tonight's tournament I guess was a bit of a disaster because of a misclick that I can't remedy. Sorry. It would have been better to just have everyone sign up for a new tournament. Anyway, we got a Raucous versus Ursine ritual. We got this weird looking Ursine control deck from Mad Cow. Playing Portal, Matic, Ursine Ritual for just Blue Boy Lagos. Gwent for Bear Witchers. Gurd's gonna be big. You just take this Gerd now. Oh, he's got a Matic. I guess you don't take it. You've got a Matic. Yeah, this matchup seems really good. Between Lambert, Gerd, and Matic killing drones. Seems very difficult for a Raucous to get anything to stick. Matic jumping into the Crimson Curse row. He's playing Dancing Star too. Another blowout card against the Raucous. I wonder if his Elf deck is really good against the Raucous as well. He has the to reveal. Maybe that's the lineup. Maybe he's just trying to target a Raucous. This deck just looks so hateful. You play the Gerd? Like, are you ever worried about not having enough row punish? This would be the turn you play at this round, right? On Adrenaline 4. If the rounds are too short, you won't even get to Gerd him. So yeah, just take it. Disgusting. 6 to 22. Matic kills more drones. Best deck to make your opponent mauled. People get really irrationally mad about Iced. It might just be Iced. Do they? I've heard more complaints about Iced than any other deck this season. More one-sided than Slave Kicker against Uprising last match. This does look brutal. The only complaint about Iced if they have no clue how to beat it. Yeah, probably. But the question was, what will make the most people mauled? And I don't know, it seems like Iced makes a lot of people mauled.
Another little thunderbolt.
Vi makes you mad. Okay, so Mad Cow only has a Lambert in hand. As far as interaction goes, it could be worse. There could be a Blue Boy and a Dancing Star chilling too. So what's the plan here? Are we bleeding, Mr. Mad Cow? Or are you just gonna say all the hate cards that I have are more than enough to beat a Raucous in a long round? One of the problems with not pushing is if your opponent goes just like leader charge Yen, you might have trouble clearing all the drones. It does look like Mad Cow is comfortable enough to just take the long round. What do you mean Powercraft? AQ Swarm's a good deck right now. I don't know if AQ Swarm has ever been power crept. There have been times where it's been weak. Now is definitely not one of those times. Hey, Zero, thanks for the bits. How'd you like the wholesome content? I try. I want to see the Lambert clutch. I don't know if there's going to be any clutching. I think it's just going to be play some drones, kill some drones, play some drones, kill some drones. Yeah, but like it's not really power creep. There's a difference between a deck being weak and a deck being power crept. Power creep implies like something is directly outclassing it, like same sort of matchup spread, Same sort of game plan, but just worse. So there's the Dancing Star, killing a couple of units. Lambert not able to clean up these drones, but maybe with some blue boy pings. 35 at the end of the situation. That's kind of just what you gotta do. This is the way you get to stick a board. Getting drones to 3 power is huge. Obviously, buffing the... what are these things called? Spellblood Fanatics is pretty good. We're auto-win. Lambert makes things a lot harder for Raucous. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's an auto-win, but it does make things a lot harder.
Go ahead, stare at me stump again, see what happens.
Who's your Quartermaster? Oh, because he can heal the Blue Boy Lagos and then get more pings. The Bear Witcher. Choosing to respect the Quartermaster. Now we just go Blue Boy and try to keep this board down. Didn't really want to kill that drone. The drone was going to die to Lambert. Though, if a Bone Talisman was coming down this turn, it's sort of fine. He'll get board clogged if not careful. He's not worried about his board getting clogged. There's too much removal. Like, he's worried about not being able to swarm enough in this matchup between the Blue Boy, the Lambert, Bear Witcher's Dancing Star. In this sort of situation, having excess swarm is what you want. Here's the Triss. Bone Talismans. Gets those remaining drones in the back row out of Lambert range. When do you play this Raucous Nest? Spontaneous Evolution's probably coming down on the Chimera. Doldalock for Chimera here. Boost up those drones, keep the Lambert smaller. Raucous doing a pretty good job of minimizing the impact of this Lambert. Currently it's only killing 1 drone.
All that dancing around. It's not for me.
Doldalock click. Play the Chimera. Getting a little bigger again. Now it's killing 3 drones.
What's 3 arrows in the eye? I've been right. That's what.
Yeah. Then we got Gwen for a Bear Witcher. Heat Wave for looking like probably 8. Depending on when this Lambert comes down. Because Spontaneous Evolution wants to come down on Chimera. So you Bear Witcher here, he has to decide between playing a Raucous Nest or playing into the Heat Wave now. Plays the Raucous Nest, you're pretty comfortable just taking a Lambert, I think.
Double the kind.
So yeah, you should always get... I guess then you get to Evolution just for drones. Yeah, the point gap is narrowing. What does Raucous want to do? Does play the Nest. Now, will Mad Cow take the Lambert now? Does appear he wants to. Now the points turn around 37 to 50. Lambert disappearing. And the Heat Wave is plenty of points, not even necessary. As Mad Cow takes it. Leave that's a 2-0. I believe that's 2-0. So let me fix that.
You shall die.
The clownery. But it's not clownery if it's revealed, right? Like, they're not being clowns, they're just... Here, you know about it. If anything, it's less clowny. Yen's gonna be good. This mirror match is weird because of Yen, yeah. Mind games with open deck lists are fun to see. Yeah, yeah. The guesswork becomes less of like guessing between every card in the game what they could have left, and more looking at their deck list and like knowing what possibilities there are and being able to narrow that down more reliably. Like, there's still guesswork. Like, one of my favorite mind games that I saw while running this tournament series, that there was a player that played an Raucous Swarm deck. They put a Pred Dive in their deck and mulliganed it every time they drew it. So their opponent had to respect Pred Dive because it was in their 25, so they would like lose a point by not establishing their engine turn 1 or whatever. But they never had the brick Pred Dive, they just kick it, just leave it in the deck. They basically paid one provision to make their opponent play differently against them. Who was it? I don't remember. I don't think it was in a Raucous deck. It would have just been like some random Deathwish deck that had a Pred Dive in it. No, it wouldn't be Deathwish, because there's Manticore in Deathwish. I don't remember. But this was a while ago. This was in like the early days of the Tortoise tournament series. I like the premium Rowdy Door. That looks cool. This is a board. I love this board. This is dumb to watch? Nah, this is incredible. Look at how many drones there are. So many happy Arakai. Are they not only the ones spawned by premium cards or the leader are premium. So if you play a non-premium, like a Raucous Nest, you'll get 4 non-premium tokens and then 1 premium token from your leader. Necro lost a point by TAing late. Oh no. So can't quite Chimera this turn. One more turn. You could play... what is he doing? He's going to Neuro here? Squirrel and Neuro, banish the Neuro. That's scary. Can you afford to play 4 points here? You're on blue. Okay, okay, I respect that. Giving up the card though. Squirrel and Neuromancy. Huh. I mean, if you think you're going to be able to stay ahead, maybe it makes sense, but just doesn't seem like a risk you want to take. See how it works out for him. Sad Poro establishing his board again. Necro briefly mousing over his Yennefer. Doesn't get him ahead. That's the other thing, right? Like, I guess Poro's played a Bone Talisman, where Lekro's played nothing, but... Like, do you just take card advantage here if you're sad Poro? Or does being down a Bone Talisman matter that much? just takes the card advantage. It's a mirror match. Card quality is still close enough to even. So did end up losing his card for the squirrel. Down a behemoth. True, true.
Another little wonderbolt.
Behemoth and the talisman. Getting Yurd in last 2 cards. Maybe. Maybe. Double essay might just win the mirror. I'm not sure. Huh. How much of the damage isn't used. Well, you do have Yurden, so in this situation with double essay, the yen can be used for boost. But Lekros is probably gonna go no, probably not using it for damage now. Okay. Now Sadporo just needs to get on the board, and Lekros yen is looking pretty bad. Could go like Crimson Curse into Leader Charge or 2, just to minimize the yen as much as possible. Might be worried about row space. Probably not though. Let's see if he uses any charges. Nope. So now, what does Lekro want to do? He's gonna curse back? Or is he gonna take the yen this turn? Could also Raucous Behemoth. He sort of wants to Crimson Curse ranged if he can, right? So he can have more drones melee for Chimera. Is it even gonna matter with the Yurden? Probably not. Yeah, so I just take the Crimson Curse. Try to kill off the drones with the curse. Keep the boards as small as you can. So then what do? Natural selection? You kill a 1 here, you kill a 3. How many drones do you want? Counting to make sure he doesn't overswarm too much. So let's decide to kill a 1. Know what you can do versus the line he suggested. Don't think you can get far enough ahead in the mirror to get ahead. Yeah. You would need a lot of points on both rows, which seems hard. Maybe if somehow the ranged row accidentally fills up to where he can't play his stuff? I don't know. Not seeing what he can really do here. So there's the Behemoth. Unfortunately playing it into the Ekimara row. Losing a couple boosts, not the biggest deal. And we are back over to Sadporo. Now do we get down to Drag Eggs? Like, eggs into the Blood Moon is just kind of good, right? Wait, what? It's just not consuming them? You can consume them and then Chimera to make space? But why fill the ranged row? There's the yen. We should go front so we can deny bleeds. Yeah, that's what I would have thought too. Not only deny bleeds, but just make it easier to ensure that you keep space on the ranged row. He's got other plans. Let's see what the idea is here. Maybe it's just try to make his chimeras as big as possible. There's no Ekimaras clogging his back row. And this should work. I don't think there's gonna be a problem. You can play selection now. I guess just kill the yen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. This doesn't take a space. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there shouldn't be row space issues, though you do have more drones than you need, I'm pretty sure. Let's keep stacking into the Yrden. Is his plan just pray he didn't draw Yrden? That's looking like the plan. Something really... Yeah, that's the thing. Double last day completely changes that, right? But with double last day, you don't need to do that anymore. Clean play. Eats the big drone to remove Yrden points from the row. Whereas if you eat a 1... Well, normally you want to eat a 1 so that the Chimera doesn't go as tall against stuff like Heatwave. But here, you know, Yrden is the tall removal threat, so just removing more boosts from the more boosted row is the play.
Just great.
There's the yen. Can you click that? This gets clicked. Yeah, I guess you can. Cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's got exactly enough space. Chimera consumes a card. So Chimera doesn't take up space. Really close, yeah. He could have optimized his natural selections a little better if he had counted earlier, but I don't think it'll matter. This leader, yeah, he just wastes leader points. But that's less of a problem than his rows filling and him not being able to play his cards. You're in there, and now double last say. Yen boost into Yrden should be enough.
There'll be nothing to
I'm
pick
not
up
doing
when
any
I'm
math.
done
This is
with
a
you.
gigantic Yrden.
Any last words?
Clean, clean. That was fun. That was fun. I don't know, I wonder if... I'm pretty sure neither player played that perfectly. I wonder if there was a line there to make that Yrden a little worse. Because he boosted the melee row a lot. And that was still an 8-point game. That'd be an interesting match to like have an analysis desk look at. Was there a way to better spread the boosts without losing points? Squirrel lost the game for him, maybe. Maybe.
You'll join in your blood! Onward!
So here we go. Double cross, lined pockets. Let's see. It is, yep, Chrono Cross. So no natural safecracker in hand, but we do have Furco and Justice. Furco Shakedown. Furco Smuggle. Furco Eavesdrop. I think that deals 2 damage, right? So you don't need to protect the Furco. Furco Eavesdrop, see if you can pick up the other Safecracker. Just a Philippa. Just a Philippa. Bottoms. Something. I thought there'd be a little more of an animation for that, but something left the hand. Was it the Jacques? I think he had a Jacques. So Jacques now going to be forced to be gotten with a Neuromancy. Yeah. That is a awful Vigo. Assuming that this is a Vigo.
What is truth if not an illusion?
There we go, we lock the Furco. Just as we drew it up. What were you looking for there? A Nausicaa? Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Taking the immune pig now before the justice. Emissary. Oh yeah, there's an emissary in deck. Yeah, yeah. Might have been looking for that.
Oh, you've done it now. It requires patience and a keen
Units for a Vigo deck. It's pretty normal right now, unfortunately. People are just playing Hellroll Vigos because it's good enough most of the time. Furker's already a Crown Splitter. Yeah, but he wants to get the Intimidate procs. We've seen a lot of pretty bad pigs in round 3. I think he just knows he's going to play a lot of crimes this round, so just get the pig out of his hand to ensure round control. $12 to 31. Can't imagine Lekro is going to try to be competitive in this round. Menno, Ku, Emissary.
The shame I have.
Back to play and hence Vigo. Yeah, just a rough spot to be in. Can you afford to play Hunting Pack here? Yeah. Also still have poison for 15, which doesn't quite get ahead, so I guess you might as well just play the Hunting Pack now. No, this has to go for the poison.
The Van Morlehams have particular tastes.
He's on max coins with the only spender in hand being a Philippa or Bloody Good Funds. Not ideal. If he goes Philippa onto the Cupbearer, he doesn't lose value on the Bloody Good Funds. He gets to BGF the Vigo, then Pontar the Vigo, and then see what happens. He's able to extract some value out of his coins, even though he doesn't have a recurring spender. I don't think he's in any danger of losing his card right now. Like, I'm sure we'll see the Bloody Good Fun played next turn. That is if Liquor decides to play a card.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Here's for the Emissary again.
Please wait your exit. Falling behind.
You got 13. What are we holding on to this Hunting Pack for? Look, you don't actually need this for tempo later, right? Just keeps holding it. Okay. Into round 2. little confused there. I'm so lost. Is it just there to like be hit by Joachim? Does this deck have Vigo? A lot of them do. When Vigo's good, Vigo's worth a lot of points. Dogs are good to hit with Joachim, but no yeah, I don't know. I just not taking the fitting just feels weird. But it is a pretty good target for Joachim. Maybe that's the reasoning. Hey, glad you had fun. Glad you had fun. We run them every week. Next week's gonna be the first one of the season too. It's always exciting. So now we got Sadporo pushing round 2, leading on the Siggy. Will Lekro just play the ball to force the round to end? Or are there other plans? Think about getting ahead with the Surfer, maybe? Nope, just locks the Siggy. We're back to Hades for casual air heat runs. Nah. I think we did... I think I played up to Heat 16, and then I just dropped it. I haven't played since. Yeah, sure. Fair enough, fair enough. Definitely an awkward time. But glad you had fun. So, 14-point Jackal. What do you do about that? Now you play the ball? Or do you just feel like you need to save the ball to have a chance round 3?
I wonder what my snares would have captured this time.
Another lock. Now, he doesn't really have anything that he wants to play here. That is the benefit of this line. So there's the pass. Now Lekro needs to find 14.
You'll give your lives for the Empire with no hesitation.
Cost Usurper and Leader? Okay. That's a way to do it. That's a way to do it. He saved the ball. I would say that worked pretty well. I don't think you're too sad about needing to use Double Cross against Syndicate. And yeah, saving the ball is huge, right? The reason to play the ball in round 2 would be you expect to not be able to get out without committing it. And you're worried about getting 2-0'd with ball stuck in your hand, but that did not happen. And I was able to conserve the ball for round 3. No Heat Wave in Sadporo's list, so the ball will resolve. And though Gorther Brothen's missing.
A taste of
Nothing really exciting to Gorther to the top, so probably gonna be looking for Prothens. Oh, Sadporo also missing a ton. But Nero Jacques Cleaver. Though the Jacques was guaranteed on the bottom of the deck, so if he was gonna miss a Nero, he was always gonna miss the Jacques because he bottomed it with Eavesdrop. Just made it worse. Made missing the Aneromancy even worse by bottoming the Jacques. Just concede at this point. I can see how that's tempting.
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
Need it to bleed round 2. Yeah. At the same time, if round 1 is going deep, and round 1 went pretty deep, having too many cards like Cleaver or Jacques in your hand can be problematic. And just having 4 Provision Crimes to play is pretty great. always get out. But it's not about getting out. He wants to win the round. He wants to bleed out the ball.
Feeling a bit peckish.
Weird timing for Megalovania to come on. Probably not fitting given the current mood of this game. There maybe has never been a less Megalovania game than this one. Yeah, Jammies has grown on me. I like Jammies. It's a good emote. Delaying his ball procs as long as he can. Sad Poro playing his crimes before safecrackers, knowing that the safecracker is just gonna die. That's my opinion on Trynet Yandere. I don't know about the name. It has some implications that I might be a weeb, and I don't know if I like those implications. Is the unitlessness worth loss of points on Safecracker? It wasn't even a loss of points. If it's gonna die to poisons anyway, it's not like playing the Safecracker earlier gets you poisons, or gets you more points. I mean, like, the way it plays out, it still dies, but it doesn't really matter, right? Either it dies as an 8 or it dies as a 4. You offered to change the name for me? You did. You did. As long as you know that. As long as you know that. I think it's fine. So you get to spend at 2 for 2. This is the only turn you get to. So I'm gonna be losing points on the Pontar coins. I guess that's the other reason, is it lets you build up to 9 coins before the Safecracker dies, so you actually have a Crown Splitter to spend with Drill. To the Roderick. Do you really want this Gorther? Really? I guess you know something's bricked, right? He can't have a Neuromancy, Jacques, and Cleaver in hand with only 2 cards. Open deck list, strike again.
Quiet the noise in your head.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Gorgeous Crown Splitter last turn. Oh, that's true. That's true. I feel like Syndicate lost. Yeah. Yeah. Unless this gourd is really, really large, which it is not. Kinda close. That was way closer than I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was like a 10-point win for Nilfgaard going into the round. Have I seen that? I have not seen that. Peepo Drill. One more coin into the tie. Yeah, yeah. So I believe this means we're going to game 3. Pretty sure. Yeah. Poro won game 1 with a Raucous. Lekra won game 2 with Nilfgaard. Yeah, that's not a... That's a really old leader ability. That hasn't been in the game for a while. There are variants. Why? Okay. They modified it. So leaders are no longer tied to characters. The modified version of that leader would be the current tactical decision leader, which draws 3 cards, and then you put 3 cards from your hand back into your deck. Anyway, we are off to the races. Lekro leading on a Raucous Nest in this pretty favorable matchup. Safe crackers for Poro. So what? Does this just come down to... Does Poro just like have to win on even? I don't know how this matchup goes at all. I just know that Raucous is supposedly very favored due to the lack of relevant interaction. Like maybe win on even into bleed takes it for Sad Poro. The short round should be way better, right? But step 1 of this process seems very difficult. You put cards on your deck, you draw. The current one, yeah. It shapes your hand. You draw 3 and then just put 3 from your hand back on top. They can be the new cards, they can be the old cards. Shaggy Scooby. Anyway, let's see. You can go Behemoth onto the ranged row, or then go like Talisman Chimera. You need to save. You might want to save Parasite for Tunnel Drill potentially, or like. Keeping Parasite might force him to spend coins to make Pig immune. Completely different line here. Deciding to hold the Raucous Behemoth. Ends up breaking his Triss. Always fun. Everyone's favorite Gwent card. Triss Telekinesis. Sometimes it's worth 20 points, sometimes it's worth 8 points. Lekro missing his RNG seed. Should have waited a few turns there until the seed was more in his favor.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Here's the Talisman. And now Chimeras are live, starting this next turn. Can't spend too much on the Jackal, because E-Wave can come down to get out. But, I mean, the hand is just a bunch of coin generators. What's the Nero doing? The Neroing Drill? What else did you a Nero for? Second Jackal? Nope, Nero for Drill. Just starts plucking off some tokens before the Chimera comes down. Leader charges too. So it really wants to win on even here. Parasite does get back ahead, playing for effectively 6 points after the drone gets spawned. Uses the leader charge to get the extra couple points. Really valuing just being able to escape this round. Definitely tempting there to just greed the points. Or greed the carryover on the leader. Besides, the points now are important enough. Shake down up to 8 coins. And what? Chimera comes down and I think just ends the round? Maybe we'll see some Jackal spends and a crime, but I think at this point, certainly Lecker was winning the round. It's just whether or not he's gonna need to play the Heat Wave. Looks like Horror's gonna try to force the Heat Wave.
It's alright, we're alone here, just between us.
Oh, there's still the leader coin. Heat Waves the Jackal, and that ends the round for sure. As Sabporo's remaining cards cannot make up this gap. Electro saving the yen. Still has Ursine left over to deal with any large cleavers that might be happening. Important cards at the bottom. Yeah, putting important cards on the bottom with cards like that are really scary. I remember having that same issue while playing Emir decks earlier in the season. Just shuffling them away would be one thing, but putting them onto the bottom and forcing you to use a tutor on it is pretty rough. Or just Ursine fodder. Depends how you split the rows. But yeah, I mean, Gord in this deck isn't incredible. Like, we've seen how many, like 10 or 11 point Gords out of it. Is it worth keeping the boat in hand for eavesdrop? No. You'd rather bottom a bronze than bottom the boat. Bottoming a bronze is thinning. Bottoming a boat's just boats coming out of your deck. Might as well just mulligan the boat. Boat thins itself. Blood Moon's the pig.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Pig and Jackal on the same row. So that Nero gets ranged row cleaver. Good shock first. Is it ever shock melee? That's crazy, right? How big is the... Spends on the Jackal. Does put it ranged.
Gaze into my eyes, Raucous, you have done.
So he's got a spender for each row. He has enough coins, though, that he can just spend with... What's it called? With Cleaver. Which I guess makes the decision irrelevant. If this jackal was over here, you could like cleaver payday a token, since this is only going to be boosted by 1 anyway, and then you'd have, it doesn't matter, right? The cleaver's always the thing that gets reset.
I've gone flopping. That stands.
Oh, this is growing too. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It has intimidate too. Never mind. Never mind. This just makes more sense. He'll play better than Cleaver if he knows he has Ursine. Cleaver makes bodies. Did the Cleaver just die? Wait. No. I feel like you wanted that Cleaver. But we get the boat.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
I guess spending more doesn't even make the... It doesn't even make the Ursine worse. Or make the end worse. What is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 versus 6. Yeah, not even close. This is 11 alone. Just saying he can't beat Ursine anyway, so hope that it's not the card. It's a weird half respect.
Not your lucky day.
Why would he pass? He could have missed the Ursine.